Hi, I'm Andrew, and these are some of my favorite upper body moves that you can do in just 5 minutes. We're gonna do everything on the floor today, and you're gonna wanna grab a set of handheld weights. I'm using 5s, you might wanna go a little higher, a little lower, and you're gonna want an exercise mat. Let's get started. Come onto your back for floor pulls. So roll all the way down to your back, and then you can either keep your feet on the floor or bring both knees to tabletop and reach your arms to the sky. Hold it here. So even though your knees are at tabletop, they're a couple inches in front of your hips, abs engaged, shoulders melt down your back. Now take your arms and reach them back behind you without popping your ribs, and then pull your arms back up to the sky. 2 counts, back for 2, then pull for 2. Reach back and pull. Now you can always go a little bit slower if that's gonna get you to feel this movement a little bit more. What I love about this move is that it helps to get into your lats a little bit more, which are a little hard to get into at bar 3. The lats are the muscles that help pull us up off of something, like pull us up from a ledge, because of all those times you're on a ledge pulling yourself up. If you're feeling some hip discomfort, again, you can drop your feet down. We are just focusing on our upper body right now. And the more you focus on your ribs anchoring down, the better this is going to feel. All right, let's take one more right here. Go back, lift up. Great work. We're gonna roll up to a kneeling position. 1 foot forward, the opposite knee under your hip. And then whatever leg is forward, you're gonna pull that elbow into the front of your ribs. I'm gonna turn to face you. Now reach your arm overhead press, and then exhale, pull your elbow back down. Back to that 2 count. Go up for 2, go down for 2. Lift up for 2, and pull. I'm gonna go back to the side again. Know that you can always bring both knees down if this kneeling position isn't working for you. And if you're feeling any sort of knee discomfort, you can always take this up to a crescent lunge, lifting your back knee off the ground. If you're feeling some tension in your shoulders from going to this wide overhead press out to the side, you can always bring your elbow forward, work from here, or even stop shoulder height, either forward or out to the side. All right, listen up. Let's take 2 more. Last one here. Pull it back down and switch sides. Opposite knee under your hip, opposite leg forward. Pull your elbow into the front of your ribs, and then open up your forearm like the hinge on a door. Let's take that 2 count again. Lift up for 2 and pull for 2. Lift for 2 and pull. Now, if you notice going into this that your shoulders or your neck are feeling just a little too achy, you might want to pause and just do a few shoulder rolls or a few stretches just to mobilize, or even just ditch the weight and find the movement. Okay, never push yourself further than you need to go. Always listen to your body. You should be feeling burn, you should not be feeling pain, okay? Pain is your body's way of saying, you gotta stop, okay? Sometimes we don't listen to our body enough, and then that's when we have injury, and then we can't move for a very, very long time. I always like to think prehab instead of rehab, okay? We're here just for a little bit longer. Let's take 2 more. Last one here. And then guess what? We got push-ups. Bam. Take your weights, place them off to the side, and then bring your hands wide on your mat. Step your feet back behind you and hold. Hands are wide. Your elbows are slightly pointing out to the sides. You're gonna pull your ribs away from the floor, abs engaged, hips level, and kneecaps lifted. We're gonna continue on with this 2 count. So drop your chest down, 2, lift up, 2, drop down, 2, and lift, 2. Ways to modify, you can drop to the fleshy part of your knees, or you can always take this up to a sturdy waist-high surface or even something higher like a countertop. Otherwise, you're with me, tucking your toes, keeping your knees off of the ground, and making sure that you're not arching your back or you're not keeping your hips high. A lot of times too, we tuck our pelvis, or we let our hips fall down instead of our chest. Make sure everything is moving together. 4 more. Last 3. Final 2. Last one here. Beautiful. Lift up, come onto your shins, turn to face me. Let's take a closing breath. Inhale up and exhale, bring your hands down to heart center. Great work.